Man, this is what I've been waiting for, and that's so my easy. But make sure y'all, man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jake Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy. For you ends up like Beezy, man. But make sure y'all follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. And I know it's probably a sad die, you know what I mean? A very, very sad die when your boy Jay does not go live on Twitch, but I will be back live on Twitch tomorrow. I kind of went to sleep a little bit late, woke up a little bit late, had to box, had to get my little workout in, you know what I'm saying? So, you feel me? Y'all know how it is, you feel me? Time just ain't really was clicking tonight, you know what I'm saying? But this is what you, and this is what me, me, myself, and I have been waiting for. And I told you, one thing about me, took a tough loss, but the one thing that I took from that loss is that we played lights out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing, and I don't care what no Oklahoma fans saying. I don't care what nothing saying. And this just to me, I do feel like 100% that Oklahoma will lose against Missouri and freaking LSU. I feel like they'll lose to either one. Even last year, Oklahoma wasn't a good team to me. We beat ourselves last year, Jalen Mildew. The same thing happened. It's crazy how this year, it was worse last year because Jalen Mildew just sucked. I'm not going to lie. Like, Jalen Mildew just throwing the ball, just trash. You feel me? But it's crazy how last year and this year, like, was just the same. Like, Oklahoma did nothing except for capitalize off our turnovers, off just people doing dumb stuff. It wasn't like you wasn't even doing nothing. It's just Alabama just doing stupid stuff. You feel me? And, I just know for 100% certain we are a championship caliber team. I don't care what nobody say. One thing that people don't understand is people play, we're everybody's Super Bowl. We're not like Georgia, bro. We're the standard. This is the standard of college football, bro. You know what I mean? It wasn't we still are. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that. What? Last year we didn't make it to the playoffs. The year before that, we were in the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just because we don't win a championship, that don't change nothing. It's been 5 years since we won a championship. We're all the only team that has to win a championship to be considered fell off, bro. We're in a good state. We're in a good place right now. But have the number 3 defense in the SEC, top 14 in the nation. Should be higher, but they're gonna put them little trash schools that play trash schools or above us. But top 20 when it comes to nationally ranked. But for me, when it comes to Oklahoma, Oklahoma's not a good team. Oklahoma will not even make it past the first round to me. Because the thing is, bro, what a good team has to have, and I feel like we do have that. I feel like it's just simple mistakes. Like, we outplayed Oklahoma, bro. We had over 400-some yards and pass yards. Like, we were scoring the ball in Oklahoma. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'll be confused when I was on Twitch and people talking about their defense. Their defense wasn't doing anything. Defense was getting scored on. Our defense was giving them problems. You know what I mean? Despite us, Ryan Williams, who's been trashed this season, y'all are right. Jamiah Smith is 10 times better than Ryan Williams. You know what I mean? But Ryan Williams doing dumb junk, not holding on to the ball, led them to being on that, you know what I'm saying, in our territory, and they scored off short yardage. You know what I'm saying? Freaking Ty Simpson has fumbled 5 straight games in a row. Fumbled, gave them that right there, a large margin of yards, and they couldn't even score right there, and they got a field goal. And then another one was a punt return. You know what I'm saying? That went for like 50 yards, and they couldn't even score right there and got a kick return and got a field goal. It's like Oklahoma is trash, bro. Straight BJ. And our field goal kicker missing a field goal, a 36-yarder. We take one of them away, we win. I don't understand how people just don't see. Like, people do see it, but people just haters, bro. That's one thing I realized. People just haters on Alabama, bro. Like, when I was on Twitch, bro, I was just seeing everybody hating. Like, it's really us against the world. We don't click up with nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're not liked by anybody. That's how much belt that we put on the college football world, bro. Everybody want to see us fail. No matter who it is. No matter if it's Florida fans. It don't even have to be the ops. People just happy to see Alabama lose, bro. You know what I mean? We are everybody's Super Bowl, so everybody gonna come out playing 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying? But I promise you, for me, I'm not even expecting it. I don't care if it's Jordan hair. I don't care if it's Hale hair. You know what I'm saying? For me, I don't feel like Jordan is competing with Auburn. is competing with us, bro. I feel like we're going to play our best football, and I feel like they're going to come and play their best football. But at the end of the day, bro, Alabama's best football is 10 times better than Auburn's best football, and we just going to keep it a beezy. You know what I'm saying? So defense played lights out. You know, offense just gotta take care of the ball. It's all point blank period. Take care of the ball. We're gonna beat the brakes off Auburn, bro. And that's gonna be point blank period. So am I worried about the Auburn game? No. I feel like it's gonna be a straight beatdown. I feel like we should have won the Oklahoma game, but you know, things turnover margin, man. But not worried, bro, about nothing. Just trying to see what we're replaced. I know we're going to finish out the season. I'm just keeping it real. Auburn not going to score.
College football playoff selection committee. We know we're going to have a little bit of a shakeup at the top after Oklahoma knocked off Alabama. So how will this bracket work?
I merch. I can put it on King Solo, bro. On Solo and them, I can merch, bro. That Oklahoma not going to be here. Watch. A team that has no offense, that cannot score, will not win a national championship. Their team sucks, bro. Their offense sucks. Point blank period. You can't score. All Missouri and LSU have to do is just continue scoring. You ain't got to score every down. You ain't got to score every drive. You just score. Put points on the board, bro, and watch how easy it is to beat Oklahoma, okay? Watch how easy it is. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it in the beezy. Oklahoma really ain't played nobody but us. They played people, but Texas got slaughtered by Texas. But I mean, like they, you know, they cool. You know what I'm saying? Tennessee and whatnot, but
champions, it does not matter which conference you come from.
Their offense, John Mateer sucks. I don't even know why y'all interview him. Like, he didn't do nothing last game. Literally sucks. Bro, you got like 10 TDs, I think 9 TDs and 7 interceptions. Bro, you are garbage. Offense is trash, bro. There's no way you think you're going to make it to the national championship with an offense like that.
So they have 12 members voting, and now
defense wins championships. That only goes so far, my brother. You got to put up some points, my brother.
So, Tulane, out of the American, is number 24. Presume they're going to be the highest ranked team out of the group of 5. They still have to win the American championship in order to get in. Illinois back in the field along with Missouri. Let's look at the next group of 5. Number 20. The Tennessee Volunteers. Now, Virginia's 9-2. Virginia has a great opportunity to play in the ACC championship game against Georgia Tech. ACC trying to hold one of those spots.
Yeah, Virginia had a big win this weekend against Duke on the road. Duke now knocked out of it. The ACC is still wide open. There's still no clean-cut path for anyone to get in, but it looks like right now Virginia, Georgia Tech are the best chances to play.
It also tells us right here, we have kind of wondered, can Texas still get in? It's a 3-loss team given the strength of schedule and who they lost to. With a 7-spot drop, it's not looking like they're going to have enough firepower to possibly get into the top 12 as an at-large, even though that last game against Texas A&M, a win against them, top 3 opponents still probably won't be enough to get them in the field.
And remember, Greg, as far as getting to the field at the at-large, you probably have to get to number 10. Texas' problem is not number of losses, it's how they've played. And they're sitting there at number 17. Let's go to number 15.
USC gonna beat USC, bro. They gonna beat Oregon. Go ahead and just handle Oregon. Go and handle Oregon. Missouri, their 3 losses. That's what I'm trying to tell them. Oklahoma, bro, every 4 losses. Go look at it. LSU, every 4 losses is to ranked schools, SEC opponents. Missouri, every loss is to SEC opponents. I'm telling you, Missouri has a defense. LSU has a defense. They have a defense as well. They can score on offense, I'm telling you, bro. Ball game is over with. I want y'all to come back. I said the same thing about Florida State. Y'all start talking all that little trash, all this and that. And I said the same thing about Florida State. Where they at now? I'm saying the same thing about Oklahoma. You're going to see what I'm saying about Oklahoma. Watch what I say. You're going to be like, dang, Jay called it. They're going to lose to Missouri or they're going to lose to LSU. They will not be in the playoffs. Their offense is not good enough for them to even make it here.
USC, they're at Oregon. The Trojans have
That's the worst offense I've ever seen in my life.
On the committee and try to get in the field.
And we've talked about, does Oregon have any room to slip up? This could be the week that they do. It'll be interesting if USC can go on the road and beat Oregon. We expect USC to move up.
At number 14, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Vanderbilt might be one of those teams that's experiencing a ceiling right now. They lost on the road at Alabama, on the road at Texas. See if they can have some chaos in front of them. How about number 13?
Miami.
There is Miami.
Miami?
Up and inching closer to maybe this head-to-head carrying the day with the win early against Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Miami?
Hurdle out of the way with Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt didn't play last week, but Miami goes and absolutely destroys NC State. If they can continue it, 2 straight road wins in the next couple weeks to dominate like that, the eye test is going to look pretty good for the Canes after that midseason swoon.
Now, I want you to notice something. Miami is the highest-ranked ACC team, but they have 2 conference losses, and it is a long shot for them to get into the conference title game and win an automatic bid as the highest-ranked conference champion. They almost certainly have to get into the field as an at-large, but we'll see how it all goes. Utah, another ceiling-type team, it feels like, but inching up a spot, hoping that maybe things will fall their way at number 11. BYU, who won by a field goal against Utah, the Cougars' only loss on the road.
They love some BYU, boy.
Sitting there at 11. Now, think about an ACC team.
Know this team is some fraud, bro. Like, same thing every year.
So let's look at the top 10 of the latest rankings in college football playoff. At number 10, Alabama.
So Notre Dame ahead of us, bro. Tell me how Notre Dame ahead of us, gang. I don't. Okay. Notre Dame ahead of us when we got the most ranked. Where they got the same record, but they ahead of us. But this committee don't know what the freak they be doing, boy. Committee don't know what the freak they be doing. I'm telling you. Notre Dame haven't played half the count we faced, and they got the same record as us, but you put them above us at number 9. All right, bro. Your logic don't make sense. Does strength of schedule matter or not? Like, can you make up your dang mind? Stupid committee members. Like, what, you felt pressured? Just like you felt pressure to put SMU in? Bro, stop listening to these dumb people. You trying to keep listening to these haters, bro. How you feel? You the committee for a reason. Stop listening to outside noise, gang. You did that jump last year with SMU, bro. You listen to outside noise, man. All these little dumb people, they just Bama haters. Just put belt on a lot of them, bro. They don't want to see us in the playoffs anyways. They mad about this. You know what I'm saying? Stop listening to these little stupid, little dumb little boys and girls, man. How you feel? You know we are a better team than Notre Dame. You know we should be number 9, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason. You have no reason why Notre Dame is above us. You have no valid reason. They 8-2 just like we 8-2. What the freak is you talking about? We beat more ranked schools than they beat ranked schools. Got a better resume, bro. So why the freak is they above us? No reason at all.
The home loss to Oklahoma falls all the way to the cut line at number 10.
Man, bro, we
expected Alabama to be in this spot because Oklahoma will be above them since they got that head-to-head win. Alabama still has 1 loss in the SEC, so they're sitting in a position they could still possibly get into the SEC championship.
Heck, yeah, we gonna get in the SEC championship.
Oklahoma at home. The committee sees them at number 10, so it gets interesting now. Could they be the 5th SEC team to get into the playoff?
It'd be really interesting if they get into the SEC championship game. For some of these teams,
bro, we're getting the SEC championship, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? We're the tiebreaker, bro. We're getting the SEC championship. Went out, we're in the SEC championship, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're the 5th team in there. That's all I know. 5th team in there. You know what I'm saying? Simple as that, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're getting the SEC championship. We're going to beat the brakes off Texas A&M, bro. We're going about our hoorah. You know what I'm saying? East high five. You feel me? It's simple as that. It's the Eastern Illinois finna get stumped through, and then we're finna go to Jordan here and stump them, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be that simple. That freaking easy. I know the whole freaking country going to be hoping that we lose that game. Gonna go in there and straight beat them down. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying.
Still opportunity for movement. How about number 9?
Notre Dame.
Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Now, Notre Dame has head-to-head over USC, who's just lurking. They've got head-to-head over Miami. How this all
best wins is versus
teams, Greg's really
Miami and USC.
The ceiling for the Irish too. I mean, you referenced that a moment ago with Utah, with 2 games remaining on their schedule against 2 teams that are a combined 6-14. They're not going to be able to strengthen. They're kind of at the mercy of what happens in front of them. So if teams in front of them lose, a la Oregon to SC, that's how Notre Dame can host. But right now, it's looking like they're going on the road week 1 to the playoff.
Number 8. Oklahoma moving all the way up to number 8 after winning in Tuscaloosa. So the Sooners in really good shape. Again, not likely to play in the SEC championship game. And Oklahoma, though, is really good spot if they can take care of their business in the last 2 regular seasons.
They're 4-2 in the SEC. They're 4-2. They're 4-2.
I think the committee is kind of rewarding Oklahoma for those 2 losses, knowing their quarterback was not at 100%. So I feel like they're kind of boosting them.
Oh, my God.
Maybe not evaluating them as strongly
100%.
with what they did in October. With
That boy was 100%. This game still sucked.
There's the Oregon Ducks. They slide up 1 spot.
Almost 100%.
Yeah, and that's not very surprising, but the game is at home against USC. It's a big game for Oregon. If they lose that game, Reese, I don't know that Oregon, with their resume, no big wins on it, can stay inside of the committee's top teams for the playoff.
Joe 6.
Oregon lose that, it's over.
This might be in as good a shape as anybody. They'd love to win the SEC. They'd love to go to the championship game. They play Mississippi State.
Stay out of the SEC championship game. Stay right there. Why play the extra game?
You know, if not for the whole coaching thing with Ole Miss, it would just be boring for the Rebels right now. They probably have a home game locked up. Everything's looking good. Number 5, Texas Tech up a spot and 1 spot away from getting a bye. Although Bennett and Lubbock, they would just prefer to stay right there and have that first home playoff game. At least the fans would anyway.
Yeah, that 5 spot very coveted given how up and down the G5's been all year.
Well, remember, they're in the Big 12 right there. You see what they do. The G5, as Greg alluded to, it will be a 5-12 and almost certainly either against the ACC or a group of 5 champion. At number 4, this is going to be Georgia. Georgia seems like it's playing its best ball. They really put a spanking on Texas.
They really did. And for 2 weeks in a row,
belt to booty on.
There was a concern about the way they started games. 2 weeks in a row, really good early.
Okay, let's go 3-2-1. We know how this is going to look. At number 3, Texas A&M was down by 1 million at halftime. They came back and beat South Carolina.
I don't care what nobody say. That junk rigged.
One more game in the
that junk rigged.
bucket, and the Buckeyes once again sitting on top.
Would have never ever been down that much by South Carolina.
These rankings, it's not a projection, just based on the rankings. This is how everything would look. You see Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia getting.
Did you miss me? Because I know she wants to kiss me. You know, but I know a lot of y'all disappointed with seeing us there. But we're going to finish out, you know, and that's just what it's going to be. And I would love to play Oregon. Love to play Oregon first game. I would love to play Indiana. You know what I'm saying? And I would love to play Ole Miss or whatever, you know. So we control our own destiny. So that's you see right there? Oh, my God. Y'all wanted the season to be over so bad. Oh, my God. You wanted to be over so bad. You're mad, are you? You're so mad. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, though, man. Say one thing about us, we always gonna be in the conversation. You better beat Auburn. The folks hoping we lose to Auburn. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. It ain't for turnovers game. If it ain't for us beating ourselves, bro, Auburn stands no chance. You're not finna go out there and just outplay us, bro. You got Arnold as your quarterback. You know what I mean? Arnold sucked last year. You know what I'm saying? I want people to understand. And that what people, these Auburn fans keep talking about, bro, they got Arnold. Arnold wasn't the reason they won last year. Mildew was. Arnold couldn't even score last year against Alabama, bro. Like, what are you talking about? Arnold sucks. If anything, bro, the thing that been keeping Auburn in the games is their defense. You know what I'm saying? If anything, your defense can't stop us, then you cooked. You feel me? So it just is what it is, my boy. I'm going to keep it a busky with you. Our defense right here, top 3 in the SEC, my boy. We ain't giving up points for real. So
the buys. Tulane would be the last team in the field. And remember, the Miami is there based on the current rankings, but that would be the spot for the ACC champion. Can't emphasize that enough, that Miami almost certainly has to get into the field as an at-large. So what's your reaction to this?
Well, as we talked at the beginning of the season, and you start to divvy up these seeds and who's going to get picks into this college football playoff, it now looks like, judging by this, the SEC is set to get 5, which means somebody isn't getting one. ACC's not looking real strong in this. And then Reese, Miami sitting at the 11th seed.
This goes to prove who's the best conference. This goes to prove who's the best conference. It's like, we got 5. You have no choice but to put 5 of us in there. This goes to show who's the best conference. Shut up with all that Big 10 and Little 10 and all that BS that you talking about. This goes to prove who is the best and who's the best conference. This goes to prove.
That's really just a placeholder for now. You know what I mean? Like,
But an
it
opportunity
could be,
to move
yes.
up for them if they finish.
For sure. And the big thing for me is, my goodness, man, a close loss, -3 turnovers at home. You lose by 2, you miss a field goal, and you drop 6 spots. So the precedent now with what they just did to Alabama, if you're Oregon, if you're a team that messes around, if you're Ole Miss, you better win out. I mean, you don't want to take any chances because a 6 slots slide from the 6th spot or the 7th spot would have you out of the field. And the committee just did it to Bama, so they'll do it to you.
You know, and that's it's really interesting too. They make you stack them up in order. My guess is that you go what 6 through 10, and it's really close.
I'm sure it is.
That's
No doubt.
it's my guess anyway.
You want this? You got.
So yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We're still in the playoffs, so it's all that matter. We control our destiny. You know, go out there, beat Eastern Illinois. That's the opponent that we have right now. We worry about Eastern Illinois, and then after that, we go and handle Auburn. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you're finna get the best version of Alabama ever. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you're finna get the best version of Alabama. You know what I mean? So point blank period. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just ready. I'm excited, bro. You know what I mean? I'm excited, bro, to get this over with. Get the playoffs happening, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the freaking playoffs freaking happening, man. That's all I'm saying.